What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I do want to give one honorable mention before I go forward, and that is you can make an argument that Seth and Steph Curry should be on this list. You could definitely make an argument for that. And I do want to at least mention them before I go forward. All right. So just do a brief recap. At number 5, I had the Grant twins, Horace and Harvey Grant. At number 4, I had the Wilkins brothers, Dominique and Gerald. At number 3, the McGuire brothers, Al and Dick McGuire. At number 2, the Van Arsdale's brothers, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale. So at number 1, I have the two guys who you kind of pretty much have to give it up to, Pau Gasol and Marc Gasol. I think that they are definitely the two most successful brothers to ever do it in professional basketball. Marc Gasol is the somewhat less accomplished brother. Both of them were born in Barcelona, Spain. Marc Gasol right now is 37 years old. He's not officially retired. He plays overseas, but has not played the NBA since 2019-20, the bubble year when he was with the Lakers, and he did not play particularly well at all with the Lakers. All right. Marc Gasol has had some weight issues in his career, but generally he's been listed as 6'11", 255 pounds. He was drafted in the NBA in 2007. He was the 48th overall pick in the second round. So as I said, he's not quite as he's not as accomplished overall as his brother was or is. But he worked himself into becoming one of the better centers in the NBA. And prior to his selection in the NBA, he played overseas, first for FC Barcelona from 2003 to 2006, CB Girona 2006-2008. Then he made it to the NBA, drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies, where he played for 11 seasons. 11 seasons with the Grizzlies. And then, of course, I believe he was traded to the Raptors before the 2019-20 season, and he played on that championship team with Kawhi Leonard in 2019-2020. And then he played with the Lakers in 2020-21, but it was not to be. Marc Gasol, who once won the Defensive Player of the Year award and was once on an All-NBA second team, was by that time in his career a defensive liability. He was slow, he just wasn't quality NBA material anymore at the center position. And this past year, he's played overseas once again. He won a championship in 2019. He was a 3-time NBA All-Star, All-NBA first team back in 2015, All-NBA second team back in 2013. As I mentioned before, he won a Defensive Player of the Year award in 2013. That same year, he was on the All-Defensive second team. In 2008-2009, he was on the NBA All-Rookie second team. And as far as his NBA career is concerned, overall, I believe Marc Gasol averaged, I had his numbers, he averaged 14 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, 3.4 assists. He shot 48% overall from the floor, 36% from 3, so he was a good three-point shooter for a big man, and 78% from the foul line. During his peak years, which were, in my opinion, 2012 to 2018, he averaged 16.6 points, 7.4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.5 blocks, on 47% shooting from the floor, 35% from 3, and 82% from the foul line. So, is Marc Gasol a Hall of Famer? No, I don't think he meets that threshold, but he was a really, really good player. Now, his brother Powell, on the other hand, in my opinion, is a Hall of Famer. Okay? Powell, a little bit bigger, 7 feet 1, 250 pounds. He was the third overall pick in the 2001 draft. He was selected by the Atlanta Hawks, but of course he played with the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, before he was drafted, he played with FC Barcelona from 1998 to 2001. And Pau Gasol primarily has played the power forward and center positions in the NBA. He spent 7 seasons in Memphis, where, for the most part, he put up some decent numbers, but the team was not really good. He didn't start winning until he played with Kobe Bryant. Before he played with the Lakers, Powell had this reputation for being a very soft guy. You know, the NBA was a lot tougher, even though it's transitioning to being a soft league it is today. You still had some old school tough guys, man, and they used to bully Powell, both physically and mentally. And Kobe Bryant taught Powell how to be a lot tougher. And you could clearly see the difference in Pau Gasol from the 2008 finals as opposed to how he performed in 2010, where he got the better of that matchup by that time with Kevin Garnett. Now, he played Lakers for 6 years, but afterward he spent time playing with the Chicago Bulls, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Milwaukee Bucks briefly. And in 2021 he played with FC Barcelona, but I believe he is now officially retired from the NBA. Well, retired from basketball, period. This is Pau Gasol's resume: 2-time NBA champion, 6-time NBA All-Star, 2-time All-NBA second team, 2-time All-NBA third team. He was a 2001-2002 Rookie of the Year. He was on the NBA All-Rookie first team. And for his career, he averaged 17 points a game, 9.2 rebounds, and 3.2 assists per contest. Now, during his best years, statistically, 2001 and 2012, Pau Gasol averaged 18.7 points, 9.2 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1.7 blocks on 52% shooting from the floor, 23% three-point shooting overall, and 75% from the foul line. But what's interesting to note, though, is that from 2012 to 2020, Pau Gasol made the adjustment and became, as being able to stretch the floor became more important, he became a really good, if not great, three-point shooter. Between 2012 and 2020, Pau Gasol shot 47% from the floor, but a remarkable 41% from three-point range during that time period. So he went from 23% three-point shooting to 41% three-point shooting. For his career, he was 37% shooting from outside. So look at the total numbers: 20,894 points, 11,305 rebounds, 3,925 assists. I believe he had over 2,000 career blocks. You know, so, I mean, he won the silver in 2008 in Beijing, the silver in 2012 in London. I believe that Pau Gasol has done enough to warrant a Hall of Fame selection. I think he's done enough. So, at the end of the day, man, you got to give it to those brothers, man. Pau Gasol is going to be a Hall of Famer. Marc Gasol, not a Hall of Famer, but a damn good fucking basketball player. A damn good basketball player, man. And that's just my take on it, man. Tell me what you guys think.